I bought my dream house. I invited my family with joy. I waited for their laughter to fill the rooms, but no one came. They all went to someone else's celebration. My name is Natalia and this is my story. I switched on the lights and a great hush greeted me. The chandelier gleamed over the gleaming floors. Wine glasses sparkled. The table was prepared for a dozen people, but every single chair was vacant. My family hadn't arrived, not a single one. Instead, my cell phone lit up with images. Grinning faces surrounding my sister's brand new vehicle. Champagne in hand, celebrating as if she had found the cure for cancer. That was my family, my blood relatives, and they chose her flashy new car over the home I had constructed with my own two hands. That was the instant I realized I was never their priority. It wasn't a new feeling. When we were children, she was the star. I was the shadow. She earned praise for good grades and presents for her achievements. I received quiet, occasionally a scolding. When I bought my dream home, I thought perhaps, just perhaps, this would alter things. An invitation to gather to celebrate. Together, a chance to prove I was more than just a second thought. Instead, I got an empty house and a message from my mother. Sorry, darling, your sister is revealing her car today. We will catch the next one. The next one. As if my life was a replay they could skip. As the lights hummed above me, my phone rang once more. My father's voice cracked through the speaker. We need to talk immediately. That tone, urgent and demanding. As if I was the one who had let him down. As if their betrayal required my justification. I did not yell. I did not beg. I simply listened. He spoke about family and loyalty, about how I should understand. But I had understood for years all too well. I disconnected the call and sat in the quiet. No fury, no tears, just clarity. They believed they could ignore me and I would keep crawling back. But I had something my sister's car did. Not permanence. This house was not a craze. It was a stronghold, a tool. So I crafted my plan piece by piece. The initial step was the deed. I rewrote the ownership documents. Tidy, secure, untouchable. Every single room, every square inch in my name exclusively. No co-signers, no family clause. The second step was the trust fund my grandfather had left behind. They thought it was long gone. What they did not know was that he had linked it to property ownership. Whoever held the deed to this estate controlled the trust. And now I possessed both. 2 weeks later, I invited them again. This time they showed up in a hurry. Cars filled the driveway. Laughter echoed through the hallways. My sister strutted through the rooms like a queen, already commenting on her future area. I observed her fingers trace the marble countertops and saw my parents nod in approval. I watched them assume that once again, I would be the kind sibling who handed everything over. But I was not here to hand over anything. I was here to secure everything. Dinner was served. I raised my wine glass. To family I said, my voice steady, almost friendly. They smiled, relaxed, certain the balance of power had not shifted. That is when I presented the truth. The deed, the trust, the money, all of it. It's mine, legally sealed, irreversible. At first they laughed. Then the papers landed on the table. Official stamp signed. Their faces turned pale. Forks froze in midair. My sister whispered, that's not fair. Fair, I said. Fair was all of you choosing a car over a home. Fair was you leaving me alone in the house I built while you toasted leather seats and horsepower. My father's jaw tightened. My mother attempted to soften her voice. We did not mean, but I interrupted her. Calm and cold. You meant it enough to leave me standing in an empty room. So now I mean this. You will never get a cent of this fortune. Not the trust, not the house, not me, they argued. They pleaded. My sister slammed her hand on the table. But I had already triumphed. Because retribution is not about yelling louder. It's about cutting deeper. And nothing cuts deeper than being shown what you have lost while the person you underestimated holds it all in. Their hands stopped when they departed. They did not slam the door. They shuffled out silently, defeated.